Time, the ultimate human frontier. If only we had more time. If only we could go back and change things for the better. If only we could control time. If only. Hello and welcome to the Celebrating Life podcast. I'm your host, Sony Thomas, and today I'm excited to share a small thought on time. A perspective that could profoundly have a big impact on how you live your life and how you celebrate each moment. What if time isn't just about the sun rising and setting? What if time is really about the rising and setting of intentional living? Let's unpack this thought together. I bet there are moments in your life where you felt like time is just slipping away. You go through the motions, caught up in routine, and then suddenly, it's the end of the day, the end of the week, even the end of the year. How often have you wondered, what's happening with my life? And wished you had more time to do what you really wanted instead of what you had to do. Let me invite you to reflect on an experience, a moment in time when you were doing something you were really into. It's not easy, I know, but I encourage you to think about those moments when you felt truly engaged with your life, with your being, with your existence. Whether it was playing cricket with friends, playing the guitar, cooking your favorite food, or solving a puzzle. Anything that you found exciting and meaningful. Let me ask you, how did you experience time then? How did you remember those moments? Now compare these engaged moments of time with the times you just go through the notions. The clock ticks slower and the things done does not seem to add meaning or significance to your life. Here's a shift in perspective I want to offer. Why not make every moment of your time meaningful by living an intentional life? What does it mean to be intentional? In simple terms, it means being present in everything you do, having a compelling reason for what you do. Whether it's taking out the trash, playing catch with your child, or closing a multi-billion-dollar deal. As long as you're present and find meaning in the things you do in life, see the interconnection of events, then life becomes a series of meaningful moments. Not just days marked by the sunrises and the sunsets. Let me share an example that might help me better express the perspective of time. Imagine you're talking to a parent about the past decade. Often, you will notice that they don't refer to dates or years in isolation. Instead, they may say something like this: "Oh, that happened right after my daughter took her first steps." Or, "I remember that was around the time my son started school." In these moments, their timeline isn't dictated by the clock or the calendar, but by deep personal milestones. These aren't just dates, they are chapters of their lives, filled with emotion, growth, and purpose. This way of marking time shows how deeply intertwined our perception of time is with what we find meaningful. They're milestones of parenting, like the first smile, the first word, each becoming a marker of time, reflecting a journey they were deeply intentional about. These aren't just memories, they are fabric of their lives, woven with intentional threads of cherished and purposeful experience. And that, my friends, is how life truly needs to be measured. When life is lived intentionally, the focus is on the significant moments and personal milestones. Time is experienced more deeply and memorably. Time is measured by impactful and intentional acts that feels fulfilling. So let me ask you this: how intentional are you living your life today? You know it. If you require help in living intentionally, feel free to connect with me and experience the difference of intentional living. Thank you once again for joining me on the Celebrating Life podcast. If this episode inspired you, please share it with others who might appreciate this perspective. and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on how to celebrate life every day. Until next time, keep celebrating life.